guys, I hope you're all doing well. Today I am going to be filming an empties video with a little bit of a twist. I actually saw Lily Pebbles do a video like this recently and I really enjoyed it because I'm not one to watch empties videos. I find that they're probably the most boring kind of generic videos that you can get on YouTube. They're just not my cup of tea, they don't tend to hold my interest. So I thought that I would do one but just showing you things that I've liked enough to repurchase, and also I've got a couple of bits and pieces that I've used up and I haven't really liked that much and I've then gone and bought something else that I've liked a bit better. So yeah, I probably haven't done the best job of explaining that, but hopefully it's all going to become clear. I've just realised as well as I've sat down that I am not central, like with the background behind me, so hopefully that's not going to be too irritating. So the first product that I have to mention is the Kiehl Skin Rescuer. I have just run out of this one. It took me, I would say, about 6 to 8 months. I think until I ran out of this. I've used it absolutely every single day. I use it every morning and some evenings as well, so that's really, really good going. I have got a new one and I absolutely love it. I couldn't be without it. If you have quite sensitive skin, then I couldn't recommend Kiehl skincare enough. It really has transformed the way that my skin looks and the way that my skin feels. They don't strip or irritate my dry, sensitive skin either, which is something that I find really, really difficult to get out of skincare, and this is probably one of my favourite products from them. I absolutely love it. It's really gentle, it's really fresh, it leaves your skin feeling incredibly hydrated and moisturised, but it also sinks into the skin really well, so it's perfect if you want to use something in the morning that's going to be quite richly hydrating and quite nourishing, but you do want to put your makeup on pretty soon afterwards. Another skincare product that I have to repurchase is the La Roche-Posay Effaclar Duo. This is now the Effaclar Duo Plus. I did start using it I think about 3.5, maybe even 4 years ago now, when it was just the plain Effaclar Duo. This is probably the product that I would say has single-handedly helped my skin over the past few years. If I go through a phase where I don't use it, then I really, really notice it, and I think that that's something that kind of means that skincare really is working for you. If you go through like even a couple of days or weeks when I'm not using it, say if I run out or if I go away somewhere and I forget to take a bottle with me, my skin really, really does notice it. It feels a lot more congested, it gets a lot more oily, and it gets a lot more spotty as well. I also ran out of the Glycolactic Radiance Renewal Mask. I just got a little travel size of this here. I absolutely loved it when I first used it, and then I kind of fell slightly out of love with it. It's a really, really good mask. I do really like it. It gives visible, noticeable results if you're looking for something just to kind of exfoliate the skin, take the top layer off and just really freshen and brighten the skin. It is quite harsh and it can be a little bit stripping on my skin, so that's the reason why I haven't repurchased this one. I actually purchased instead the Alchemist Deep Cleansing Facial Mask with wheat germ, ginkgo and cranberry. I absolutely love this. I've used it I think 3 times now and so far so good. I think it's absolutely brilliant. I've never heard of Alchemist before, though you can get them a lot of places. I think I got this from John Lewis, and I think Space NK, Beauty Bay, Feel Unique and all that kind of thing stock them. They do amazing, amazing skincare. I am just kind of dipping my toe in their waters at the moment and I absolutely love everything that I've been giving a go. This is more of your classic kind of clay mask, so unlike the Ren one, which is a gel, that the two give quite similar results. This one is a little bit more gentle and it's just nicer to use. I think this one does feel a little bit too stripping sometimes. I have finally run out of my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in Diffused Light. I've got a tiny, tiny little bit left on the sides, but I've hit pan, and I actually bought another one about, I don't know, maybe even like 4 or 5 months ago now, because I was expecting to run out of this one a lot quicker. Maybe it's because I've got it in the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit palette, so I don't use this every single day anymore because I do have it in there, but it's just lasted forever. But I do have a new one. I would never even look at another powder, I don't think. I haven't in the sort of 1.5 years that I've been using it. It's just perfect. If you have pale skin that's prone to redness, and if you do find that your makeup kind of slips and slides a little bit or just fades throughout the day, they're all problems that I've found that this really, really helps with. It lasts forever, so I would definitely recommend giving it a try, because even though it is quite expensive, you do get your money's worth out of it. Another makeup item that I've absolutely loved and finally reached the end of pretty much is the Bobbi Brown Corrector. I have this in the shade Extra Light Bisque. I absolutely love this, unless I'm using the Amazing Cosmetics Amazing Concealer, which I have in the shade Fair Golden. I'm using that a lot at the moment, so I haven't been getting as much use from this, just because this one has got quite a peachy, kind of beigey undertone to it. Just on its own, I find that this one does a really good job of kind of helping any discoloration under the eyes, any purple, bluey sort of shadows. But this one I use if I'm using a concealer that doesn't have that kind of peachy undertone. I've also run out of my Dr. Jart Waterfuse BB cream. As you can tell, I've pretty much used it to death. I have been using the Dr. Jart Regenerating BB cream. I don't feel like it's quite as good. I find the Waterfuse one gives the skin much more of a radiance, much more of a glow. So I am definitely going to go and repurchase this. I really want to try the NARS Tinted Moisturiser as well. Obviously this is a BB cream, whereas the NARS one is a tinted moisturiser, but I think that they're pretty similar. The kind of finish I expect is quite similar, and someone has said recently that they think I really like the NARS one, so I'm going to get that I think next, but if I don't get on with it then I'm going to go back to this because it is amazing. One final empty, and this has really had its day. As you can tell, I've cut the top off the bottle, and I've actually cut the bottle in half as well, just to try and grab any last little bits from the bottom. I have now ordered another one, but it hasn't come through yet. It's the Bumble Texture Hair Undressing Cream. I couldn't live without this. It's one of my go-to everyday products. I use it in my fringe every single day, and I use it in the rest of my hair just after I've washed my hair, just to kind of give it some texture and some hold and make it a bit more manageable. My hair naturally is very limp, it's very lifeless, it's very soft and silky, but I don't necessarily like that. I tend to like it a bit more messy, a bit more roughed up. I like a bit of a bedhead sort of texture, and this is by far the best product that I found that does it. I've used creams similar from the high street and nothing ever beats this. So I think that is everything that I have to talk about. I really hope that you have enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!